The launch of the BBI report sets off the next steps in its implementation. This shifting the stage for a journey to its implementation as well. There's an ANC party leader, Musalia Mudavadi, now wants President Uhuru Kenyatta to form a committee that will consolidate emerging contentious issues on the BBI report. The ANC leader is urging the president to open a final window to improve the document as parliamentary leadership is laying groundwork for the implementation roadmap of the BBI report. National Assembly Majority Leader Amos Kimunya says laws on referendum in IEBC will be ready by December to kickstart the implementation process.
With parliamentary leadership readying itself to lobby its members to enact laws that will set in motion the implementation roadmap for the BBI, the ANC leadership is asking for a pause and a retake of the BBI exercise to factor in divergent views that emerged during the unveiling of the final BBI report at the Bomas of Kenya.
We can still have a smaller structured committee to take the final reactions.
In Parliament, Majority Leader Amos Kimunya bears the burden of chaperoning the next critical phase of the BBI report. With 14 proposed pieces of legislation and a Constitution Amendment Bill 2020, Kimunya says a referendum law will be in place before the end of the year. There are 2 referendum bills pending in the National Assembly.
Then we will then be able to pick one of them and make it the anchor bill and bring in to 8 amendments coming in from the other one, so that at the end of it all, we have a harmonized bill.
Equally, the National Assembly is mooting a bill to restructure the IEBC to have it fully constituted before the referendum and have the current commissioners vetted for suitability to continue being in office.
At least we'll have an IEBC that has been elected in accordance with the current law, as amended, which will carry out the referendum, and hopefully, depending on even how they carry out the referendum, they might just win the confidence of Kenyan people not to aseme, wacha waendelee.
The 2 laws deemed critical in breathing life to the implementation roadmap of the BBI report. With barely 2 years to the next general election, the majority leader warning time is of the essence to enact these laws, and a referendum can only be possible within 2021.
It's important that we close any issues on these new changes to the Constitution at least 1 year before the election. Okay, so we don't have beyond, for example, August of 2021.
The Constitution provides for amendment through either parliamentary or popular initiative. Government is keen to take the document back to the people for their verdict.
Then it becomes a document, an amendment owned by the people of Kenya. So that nobody will ever come back and say, this thing was bulldozed through Kimunya. These people were bulldozed through 2 principles.
Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.